YouTube, man? It's your boy, man, Jay Willie Silly, man, aka Mr. Take It Easy for you end up like Daisy. Cause you know Jay told them glazies. But make sure y'all follow my Twitch, man. Subscribe to my second channel. And like I said before, and I'm gonna say it again, y'all, the College Football 27 Dynasty is up and running. The rules will be done by tomorrow, you know, but the Discord link, y'all, in the description down below. And before you join, you do have to pay $20. I'm doing it for the grand prize, bro. I'm trying to make it interesting for you. You know what I'm saying? 20 times 32, $640. You're putting 20 in the pot, bro, but you probably get back more, but you don't want to bet on your skills. You know what I mean? But no, in all seriousness, though, we're going to do $20 just for this season, bro. And I boosted it all the way down to 5. You know what I mean? All the way to freaking 5, bro. Because you know one thing I understand, and I'm not going to keep saying this, bro. Because I've done multiple franchises. I've done multiple leagues. And you know the main thing that I hear in party chat? Oh, you're broke. You're broke. You don't have no money, bro. You don't have no money. Right when I say $20, everybody's silent. You got mother effers paying. You got mother effers making other mother effers pay for them to get in my dynasty. I'm not going to say your name, but you know who I'm talking to. You let that mother effer pay, but you were the main one calling other people broke in the party chat. But I ain't going to say your name like that. You know who I'm talking. You know, you watching the video. You know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But you got him paying for you to get in the dynasty. That's what I be talking about, man. You know what I mean? Acting like you got it, but you don't. Tweaking about $20. Hey, Jay, man, I'll pay you, man, at July 2nd. Name, but you ain't got 20. I thought you'd be having it like that. So, okay, I'm gonna do y'all an exception, all right? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna boost it down to 5. You know, I'm boosting down to $5. Can y'all pay 5? You're gonna have to pay something. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to pay something. So 5. You know what I'm saying? You said Cash App, bro. If you trying to, what's the name, bro? The Cash App, bro. Look, man, you know what I'm saying? Just doing Dynasty, bro. Now, and I got you, bro. Discord link in the description down below. But now, though, man, we got the college football, you know what I mean? 27, 5 things that won't work anymore in the college football 27 Dynasty. You know what I'm saying? I said Dynasty, college football 27 game. And I'm just excited, bro. I'm excited for college football 27, bro. I feel like, honestly, this is going to be a good game. Same thing for Madden, bro. So, you know, I already talked a lot, man. I'm going to get into the video.
If you've been playing either of the past 2 college
look here, man, this is the Dynasty right here.
25 or 26, there's a good chance some of your favorite strategies are about to stop working. And that might not necessarily be a bad thing depending on who you are, but if you use these strategies we talk about, you're going to want to start getting in the habit of learning some different things. Because after reading through all of their gameplay changes and playing the game early, they're really trying to get rid of some of the stuff players have been abusing. Whether it's rolling out every play or spamming the same concepts over and over, College Football 27 looks like it's trying to force players to actually play more football.
Thank you.
Obviously, we need to play it for a longer period of time when it comes out to know how effective these changes will be, but based on what EA is saying and based on what I've played, the 5 things I'm about to go over should be significantly weaker in College Football 27. And we're starting.
The main thing to me, what was the problem? The problem to me, bro, is like, I know I'm like the only one, you know what I'm saying? But you said my OSU, if you're trying to join a dynasty, somebody already has Ohio State. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is when it comes to me is that I will beat the freaking best players on the game. Like, I'm talking about the most comp players on the game. And then I'll turn around and lose to a trash can. You know what I'm saying? Like, the person that run and say play, like, that is the most annoying thing. That's my biggest pet peeve when it comes to college and when it comes to Madden, bro. I'm talking about I beat the best comp. I'm talking about I beat the people, like, the best comp on the game. And then I turn around and lose to somebody that's not even nowhere near better than me. It's crazy.
With one of the biggest things that annoys probably most of the player base, and that is rollout cheese. If you've played college football or even Madden over the years, you've seen it. You call the perfect defense, everything seems like it's covered for the most part, at least to the best of your ability, but then the quarterback rolls 20 yards to the right, they run backwards.
Anybody got Penn State? No, nobody ain't got Penn State.
Somehow somebody magically gets open, or they playmaker somebody open. It's been one of the most frustrating parts of defending in recent football games. And EA seems very aware of this, especially the lead gameplay dev Scott O'Gallagher, because he added a ton of defensive changes this year to help with stuff like this. They've added things like plaster logic. They make zone defenders look for work a lot more. We've got smarter match coverage and more coaching adjustments than ever, so you can set your defense up to help better defend against people that like to roll out and let the play break down over and over. In really simple terms, defenders are not going to guard grass nearly as much when the play breaks down. Instead of sitting in empty zones while the quarterback scrambles around, they're supposed to actively find receivers and attach themselves to threats. Especially
now we really gonna see who good with this one. You know what I mean? We really gonna see who good now, who really good. We gonna really see for real now.
Back end. And you could see it in some of the clips here from my early gameplay videos, especially if you use your plaster logic settings and put them on aggressive in your coaching adjustments.
And that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing is playing aggressive. I'm sorry. That's all I'm doing is playing aggressive.
As soon as a play breaks down, the backside coverage will do a better job at trying to match on and play man-to-man to those backside receiving threats, which is going to make it a lot harder for people to roll out and hit a receiver as the play breaks down. And for years, this was one of the easiest ways to generate offense without actually having to read the defense. You would just kind of try to survive long enough, let the play break down, and just hit somebody on a busted play. And
this college football 26. This 26 right here. This 26, by the way.
If you call the right defense, theoretically, it should be a lot harder.
This 27.
I'm not saying you're never going to be able to make broken plays happen. I mean, that should happen sometimes, but you shouldn't be able to live down to down like this anymore. And if you thought that was annoying, the next one is probably just as annoying, and it's quick snapping. And this one might surprise some people because technically quick snapping itself isn't getting nerfed, but the reason people quick snap could be. One of the biggest additions this year, and honestly in the entire history of EA football games, is the new custom adjustments feature. Instead of making 15 defensive adjustments every single play, players can now save adjustment packages and apply them instantly. You can create custom defensive answers.
Now this right here is probably the biggest W, you know what I'm saying, to me, in my opinion. You feel me? It's adding this right here to custom adjustments, man. You know what I mean? This right here is definitely, you know what I'm saying, the best thing they added in college football 27. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it real with you, bro. I ain't got to do all this freaking, bro. I can't tell y'all how frustrating it was, bro, to got to do the linebackers. Then I got to do the DBs. Then I got to do the D-line. Bro, that junk is a lot, bro. So all I got to do is push 2 buttons and I go inside an adjustment, bro.
Custom offensive answers, pre-built.
Y'all thought I was OP.
Pre-built protection calls, pretty much anything you can think of. And you can do this in your settings menu. And then when you're on the field, you can activate any of these preset adjustments with just 2 button clicks. So think about how many times you've seen somebody rush to the line because they know their opponent is trying to set up a bunch of adjustments on defense. That advantage may not exist nearly as much anymore if you take advantage of this new feature. If you on the defense can get into your look much faster, the offense loses one of its biggest weapons, the quick snap. So then the game becomes less about trying to catch your opponent off guard while they're in the middle of an adjustment and more about whether your play can actually be
heal.
So if I have a preset adjustment on defense for somebody that just loves to call a certain bunch play,
hey bro, you gotta look.
Check into that immediately when I see that they're coming out in bunch, and I can have my defense instantly set up to stop the most popular tactics out of that formation. But it's not even just completely about custom adjustments. There's other things that factor into this, like the fact that quick adjusting in general has been made a lot easier this year. It takes less button clicks to make a certain adjustment than it did last year. Or say I'm playing someone that just loves to spam underneath routes. They just want to break the huddle, get to the line, snap the ball as quick as possible, and just throw things like quick drags or quick dump downs to the running back. Well, with things like the new aggressive and conservative coverage feature, in 2 button clicks, I can set my entire defense to aggressive. And so if someone just wants to dump it down really quick all game and try to quick snap me, 2 button clicks, I have my whole defense on aggressive, and it's going to clamp down on all those routes they want to abuse. And that brings us to number 3, which is kind of similar to this.
College football 26, y'all.
Spamming the same plays. And I know a lot of people are happy to hear this. And let me be the first to tell you.
Bro, spamming the same plays. Oh my God. I cannot stand somebody that think they're good by spamming the same play. And like I said, we in Dynasty, bro. So I told y'all, I already telling y'all, we gonna put locks on plays, bro. The worst thing is, and that's the people that I struggle with too. Bro, I lost to a dude 3 times, bro. The man's defense was trash, bro. But bro was literally running an offense I could not stop. He was running the same play, y'all. I lost, and he was thinking he was so good. I'm like, this motherfucker could not stop me, bro. I could tell he wasn't a good player. For me, I'm running like at least 10 different plays. Bro was running 1 play, and I just couldn't stop it. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, and that's what I said, I'm putting on cooldown, but I couldn't put on cooldown, bro. You know what I'm saying? When I played him in regs, bro was running like the same 2 plays, 2 to 3 plays. I'm like, bro, I'm going to put on cooldown for a long time. It probably be like 10 plays. You You know what I'm saying? Straight up before, because in real life, they don't run the same play over and over again. Them folks got a whole freaking spreadsheet, bro. Them folks probably run the same play again in like the next 11 downs or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't running the same play over and over and over and over again. Heck no. You know what I'm saying? So that junk ain't realistic, bro. So for you to think that you actually a good player by running the same play over and over and over and over again, you're not, bro. You know what I'm saying? Real comp players can just like have multiple plays, bro. I got multiple plays. I don't just run the same play. I got multiple plays, bro. Multiple, bro.
Still going to be some good players that know how to spam plays, but across the board, your average player is not going to be able to do this anymore if you take advantage of the new defensive adjustments. And this is really the one I'm most interested to test, but based on all the stuff I've played so far and reading over what EA has given us this year, we should have all the tools to stop somebody from spamming 1 to 2 plays a lot more this year than any other year that this series has existed. Because EA put a lot of work into having smarter coverage this year, not just smarter defenders, but smarter football. They're adding more checks against things like bunch and trips formations, which you can access inside of your coaching adjustments. Yes, this is higher level stuff technically inside your coaching adjustments, but if you learn what does what, and trust me, plenty of people on YouTube will be breaking this stuff down when the game drops. If you
No. You keep talking about y'all boys getting scammed year by year. I mean, bro, at the end of the day, like I said, for me, I'm not getting scammed. You know why? I make my money back. So for a regular person, you're getting scammed, but for me, I ain't getting scammed. You know what I'm saying? I make my money back tenfold. You feel me? So, and like I said, it's my job, my boy. You feel me? So this what I gotta do. This is what I'm supposed to do. But bro, I'm not getting scammed. I promise you, I'm not getting scammed. And like I said, bro, GTA 6 right around the corner. Who cares? Like for me, if it's bad, who cares? But I got a feeling like this game not gonna be bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because they know GTA 6 coming around the corner. They know, you know what I'm saying, these games coming up around the corner. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if college football 27 was to make a bad game this year, you just not gonna get good. That's just the reality. You know what I'm saying? That's just the reality. But nah, bro, whatever your name is, Jude the Kid, bro, I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. If it's terrible, it's terrible. But they definitely added a whole like bunch of things that we really wanted, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not saying it's gonna be a good game, but all I'm saying is, bro, they definitely added a whole lot. Like this is a completely different game. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. This ain't like college football 26. Now, is it gonna be good? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's still, you know what I'm saying, for us to figure out. You feel me? But it's a newer game, bro. It's nothing like college football 26. I'm gonna tell you that for sure.
Just has 1 or 2 meta plays in their bag, and that's it. A couple of
they added
should be able to shut this down.
They added a lot new more stuff, bro.
And all these coverage adjustments are specifically designed to attack modern route combinations that players love to use. Now, again, let's be honest. People
like this right here. This wasn't happening last year, bro.
Some things, but
you had them just standing one time, just standing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like this right here.
Now, again, let's be honest.
This is like probably the biggest thing too, right here, bro. Is them actually playing their zones, you know what I'm saying? Because like you literally would have them just standing still, not trying to find no work. So for them to add this was a +1 for sure. You know what I mean? But the bots and the casuals, I'm telling you, the bots and the casuals gonna complain how bad offense is, man. Dude, defense is just too OP. They're gonna find something to complain about, bro. And then college football gonna do what it do. It's gonna destroy the game for trying to patch to the bots. You know what I mean? That's how Madden destroy themselves. That's how Madden and college football destroy themselves. Always coming out with patches for the bots. Y'all cater to the bots.
People are always going to find some kind of money plays. They're going to find ways around some things, but
that's how they're going to destroy the game, bro.
A lot smarter and deeper than it's ever been. So it's going to be harder for your average player.
Then guess what? I'm going to hop off this motherfucker.
If you put the time in to learn how to actually shut it down.
Simple as that.
In the past, you could kind of have the answers on defense, but the coverage lacking the smarts that it does now would still sometimes hold you back. This year, that should be a lot less of an issue. Now, there is one part about defense that is going to be a little weaker in my opinion, and that is where we get to number 4, which is just mindlessly running press coverage. Now, you've seen this online. Some people want to press every play, especially when they blitz. They send the house, mid-blitz, 6-man rushes.
Bro, and this is another thing right here, y'all. This college football 26, by the way. This is 26. I'm letting y'all know, bro, because I'm in front of it, bro. You know, behind me and said this 26, not 27.
Some people want to press every
But yeah, this right here, this is like the most YouTube-ish play. If you see anybody run a mid-blitz, they watch YouTube. Simple as that. That's another thing that pisses me off. The person that runs the same defense. Oh, my God. You know what I mean? The person that run the same defense. Have y'all ever played somebody that play that mid blitz? You know what I'm saying? But they got some for that college football 27. They got some for that now. Somebody just sitting mid blitz all freaking game. I'm like, oh, he wanted them player. But it's really easy to stop though, y'all. It's easy to stop. You know what I mean? Put 2 flats, bro. You know what I'm saying? Put somebody in a flat. It's mid blitz easy to stop, bro. You know what I mean? If you're a casual, then you gonna have hell. But bro, Like you can tell when somebody don't know how to play defense when they run the same defense and when they run the same offense, they're trash, bro.
Play, especially when they blitz.
You can tell when you playing a bot, bro.
6-man rushes, press man-to-man to jam up your receiver, and they just want to get to the quarterback quickly while your receivers are still trying to get off the press. Now, for years, press coverage has largely been about ratings. Who's faster, who's stronger, who's got the better press versus release. But this year, it sounds like it's a lot more about football than just the ratings itself. Because EA says receivers now understand where they actually want to win their release. A slant receiver wants inside leverage, obviously. An out route wants outside leverage. And defenders now have leverage tools specifically designed to fight those route intentions. This means pressing isn't just about pressing anymore. You actually need to think about how you're aligning. Because if you constantly play inside leverage against routes trying to win outside,
go get cooked.
Be helping the offense. Likewise, if you understand what your opponent is trying to do, you can align your defense to specifically attack those routes. And on top of this,
but please, if I put in inside leverage, can we please not get cooked? I can't tell you how many times I put in inside leverage and we got freaking cooked. You know what I mean? Like what the freak, bro? I'm putting in inside leverage and I'm still getting cooked. I'm putting outside leverage and I'm still getting cooked. But I'm gonna run a whole lot of zone, bro. That's what I'm gonna run a whole lot of zone, bro.
Just more hand fighting and jostling between.
I don't really like man, bro.
This year, so yes,
I'm cool with man, bro. I don't like man, bro.
You just can't mindlessly do it. You have to be aware of
man, bro.
This year.
In college football 26 and Madden 20, man, bro, I was getting cooked. Man.
You could get beat instantly, and that's not.
I like yeah.
Now, while all that stuff is
like,
important, this next one here is going to be very.
This college football 27
depends
right
on which side of the community you fall on with this one. But the number 5 thing here is letting the game decide 50-50 balls. And this has been a very heavily debated topic for years now. A lot of people think you don't win enough 50-50 balls. It's hard one-on-one to ever get the pass. If you throw a one-on-one, it's almost always going to be incomplete or intercepted. And then some people think 50-50 balls are one too much. Because a lot of people think if you throw...
I ain't gonna lie, that's college football 26, right? This is not college football 27.
In a video game, you shouldn't really win those too often because
it's 26. It's 26.
Open. Whereas in real life, it's kind of up to the individual players who wins the ball. With the game, it's up to a dice roll. No one really has say over who wins, and so letting the game decide who wins feels not really fair for either side. But this year we have
it's 27
catching, and it's one of the biggest gameplay additions for the entire game. Now, of course, you can turn this off if you don't want to play with timing-based catching. If you want to leave it up to the game, you can still do that. But now you have the control to put it in your hands, not only on offense but on defense as well. The user on both ends can determine the positioning and the timing.
He green that thing
perfectly. You can almost guarantee a catch on either side of the ball unless there's like a big hit or something involved. Now, the timing window can be different based on a lot of different things, like the coverage, if it's double coverage, if it's a lockdown.
I ain't gonna lie, boy, they clamping up, but that defense clamping up. I'm looking at the defense. I'm like, dang, boy. Defense clamping up, boy.
Window can be different based on a lot of different things, like the coverage, if it's double coverage, if it's a lockdown defender on you, if the receiver has a super high spectacular catch rating.
Boy, staying with Ryan Williams, boy.
All that affects the timing window, but at the end of the day, on both sides of the ball, it's in your hands. Get in the right position, time it right, and you have a much better chance of winning both the jump ball on offense or getting the interception on defense. And
I'm gonna have to get used to that, bro.
If the control is in your hands, then you can't be mad at nobody but yourself. So instead of asking the game to decide who deserves the catch, EA is pretty much telling the player to prove it now. Now, the big question is, are all these systems going to work as advertised consistently? I've played the game for a little bit and it seems like all these things work pretty well, but playing it for a longer period of time will prove it more confidently. And there's also going to be updates to the game, so they could go in and tweak some of these things too. But as of right now, these are the 5 things I think are going to take the biggest hit this year. But let me know below, which of these 5 things do you think is going to be the biggest impact on gameplay overall? And if you want an even deeper breakdown of all the gameplay changes, not just these right here, make sure to check out this video right here on the screen.
I ain't gonna lie, did I? Like, hold on, let me see. Know what I'm saying? But yeah, anyways, man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I appreciate everybody, man, for joining the stream and joining this video. College football 27 gameplay. I don't think I looked at the college football 27 gameplay, like really. You know what I mean? Honestly, I mean, if y'all want to spend one, we could watch the college football 27 gameplay. But I think we all seen it, though. It's not a surprise, you know what I'm saying? It's not a surprise, you feel me? We all seen it. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, so. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody.